The launch of the Arise Human Capital Development Strategy by His Excellency Governor Umo Eno is a template for each set of the Federation. It's a strategy that acknowledges that we can't build an enduring castle without a solid foundation. What Akwa Ibom has shown us here isn't just progress, it's called leadership. It has become the first state in the nation to localize the HCD vision in its truest form. While other states have a strategy tailored towards the state, Akwa Ibom has taken a step forward by adopting the strategies at all local government areas. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our choice of priority indicators to track is guided by a studied understanding of the direction of the world and how it is headed. If we have come to the conclusion that we must expand our national human capital, then we must pay attention to immunization, stunting, learning outcomes, youth unemployment, maternal mortality, and the data to understand them. These indicators are not arbitrary. They represent the front line of Nigeria's human capital crisis. They are the pulse points of our national well-being. And as I've often said, we cannot solve what we do not measure. This is why we have launched the HCD dashboard to monitor these indicators at both state and local levels with precision. We are deploying data not for reports, but for results. Because behind every number is a story. A child not vaccinated, a mother lost to childbirth, a youth with promise but no pathway. These are not mere statistics, they are realities. And we must confront them with urgency and compassion. That is why I commend Akwa Ibom, not only for your outstanding performance, but for daring to dream bigger. With an under 5 mortality rate of 80, compared to the national average of 110, and with only 3.5% of primary age children out of school, far below the national average of 25.6%. Your state is not merely compliant with our national vision, you are ahead of the curve. And I assure you, the federal government, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stands ready to partner hand in hand with you. What binds us together supersedes whatever that divides us. The period of politicking is over. Now we are in the phase of development. And Governor Pastor Governor Umo Eno is carving a niche for himself and for the people of Akwa Ibom. Leadership is an onerous burden. His ability to carry all tendencies, his ability, his focus, his laser focus on adding value to his state. He's not a loud governor. He doesn't grandstand. He's not a controversial person. And for that, Your Excellency, we are mightily proud of you. And you are one person that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu holds in the highest esteem. We have set aside a lineup of accelerator projects, one of which will be unveiled here today. In our collective effort to improve health and environmental outcomes, we are also proud to extend the Clean Cook Stove initiative, now nationally recognized as Project Puku, to Akwa Ibom. This intervention, first piloted in Nasarawa State with the distribution of over 1,000 stoves to vulnerable households, is more than a public health measure. It is a gender-sensitive, climate-conscious strategy that saves lives, preserves forests, and uplifts rural women burdened by indoor pollution and fuel scarcity. We have all heard the story of Suraj Ahmed, where he was lamenting about what his mother went through and how she died. Our inspiration remains the shadows of low learning outcomes, high maternal mortality, and youth unemployment. If we must meet our target of reaching a human capital index score of 0.6 and becoming a top 80 nation globally by 2030, we must act with boldness. Implementation must be swift. Data must guide us. Financing must be innovative. And our vision must be protected from political transitions. That is why we are working to institutionalize the HCD fund to ensure that no matter who occupies these offices tomorrow, the investments we make in people today will endure. I urge every governor, finally, I urge every governor to learn from the example set by His Excellency, Pastor Umo Eno. There is no legacy that surpasses that of building our people.
Government and people of Akwa Ibom State welcome most heartily the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, to our state for the launch of this critical program. We are thrilled that our state was selected as the first for the launch of this program. This has further reinforced the fact that the federal government, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, does not play politics with development, and this we deeply, deeply appreciate. Let me salute the great work His Excellency the Vice President has done in putting together the building blocks of this critical initiative and leading frontally towards its implementation and delivery. Permit me also to salute the tireless work the National Coordinator, Ajia Rukaya El Rufai, and her team have done in interpreting the vision and creating the necessary awareness leading to the formal launch of this program in Akwa Ibom State today. Let me, in very glowing terms, thank the Chairman of Council for the Human Capital Development Initiative, but particularly thank the State Coordinator and the focal person, Mr. Uduak, for a great job working quietly and effortlessly in the assignment and the task that he has received, and taking the state even up to the ECOWAS committee. This is one of the indices of human capital development. You may have a great vision, you may have a great idea, but where you don't have men who are able to run with this idea and run with the idea quietly, making imprints on the sands of time. And so today I celebrate the focal person who has done such a great job. And please, Your Excellency, permit me to announce the immediate promotion of this focal person, Mr. Uduak Isaac, from level 16 to level 17, and appoint him as a permanent secretary in the office of the governor to drive this agenda, because it needs the impetus, it needs the platform. And so as a permanent secretary, he will now be empowered to drive this agenda, and he will reside in the office of the governor. Where we see excellence, let's celebrate excellence. Where we see human capacity, let's encourage human capacity. And so, Mr. Uduak, you are now a permanent secretary in the Akwa Ibom State Civil Service. Let me at this point specifically thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for making human capital development a major focal area in its renewed hope agenda, of which Akwa Ibom State today is a beneficiary. This program became imperative due to the paucity of trained manpower to address the challenges the world and our nation had faced in the aftermath of COVID-19. It therefore became necessary and proper to strengthen individual and institutional capacities to rise in real time to confront future pandemics. The Human Capital Development Plan, apart from the above key areas, is also designed to expansively provide key human-centric projects such as healthcare services, which we are currently executing through our investment in the construction and equipping of primary health centers across the 31 local government areas of the state. The provision of quality education at both the primary and secondary levels with the construction and equipping of model primary schools with necessary tools that they require, including technology. And of course, our planned construction of model secondary schools in the 3 senatorial districts of our state. The empowerment of our people and equipping them with requisite skills and knowledge that they need to succeed in a rapidly changing world. This we have done with the establishment of Ibom Leadership and Entrepreneurial Development Center, Ibom-led, which today has trained over 4,000 of people with startup grants ranging from 500,000 to 750,000 naira. The Dakada Skills Acquisition Center, the SAC, which was started by my predecessor, where we recently graduated over 400 trainees in various areas of marketable and entrepreneurial skill set. The 400 graduates who were trained in such areas as ICT, mechanized agriculture, carpentry, fashion design, tourism. They will be further exposed to additional training by Ibom-led in entrepreneurial and other critical skill sets before we will empower them to set out. While doing that, we are planning to start the training of another 400 from all the local government areas across party lines. We have empowered our people with business equipment, traders, and agricultural grants worth over 4 billion naira through our ongoing town square empowerment meetings in our 10 federal constituencies, as well as the promotion of small, medium enterprises. We brought the Bank of Industries for the first time into Akwa Ibom State, and we have provided a counterpart fund of 2 billion naira so as to give to all our SMEs a single-digit rate, no more than 9%, to borrow. We have built over 200 homes in our Rise Compassionate Home scheme for the most vulnerable and are on track to building 400 of such homes before the end of our first term.